Each one of us often thinks, why is this happening only to me? We struggle hard, trying somehow to change our destiny. Before trying to change our fate, this is a story that every one of us must hear in life. To know what story is, come, let us go into the video. Welcome to Divine Story Nest. Once upon a time, in a rich and prosperous country, there lived a king named Kadi, who ruled the land wisely and justly. He did not have a son, but he had a very beautiful daughter named Satyavati. As time passed, Satyavati reached marriageable age. King Kadi wished to find a groom who matched her beauty, intelligence, and good character. Since she was a princess, finding a suitable groom was not an easy task, and the king became very serious about it. At that time, a sage named Rishigar visited the palace. When Rishigar saw Satyavati's beauty and noble qualities, he was amazed and wished to marry her. He openly expressed this desire to King Kadi. The king was shocked. His daughter was a princess, and he did not want to marry her to a sage. But he was also afraid that refusing might anger the sage and bring a curse upon his kingdom. So he decided to delay the matter cleverly. After thinking for some days, King Kadi called sage Rishigar and said, I have one small request. If you fulfill it, I will surely give my daughter in marriage to you. The sage happily agreed and asked what the request is. The king said, you must give me 1,000 horses, all completely white in color, but with one black ear each. King Kadi believed this was impossible and that the sage would fail. Meanwhile, Satyavati came to know about sage Rishigar's wish. Over time, she too began to admire him and deeply wished to marry him. Sage Rishigar tried to find such horses but failed. So he prayed to Varuna, the god of water. Lord Varuna accepted his prayer and gave him 1,000 horses exactly as described. Sage Rishigar happily took the horses and presented them to King Kadi. The king was shocked. He had never expected the sage to succeed. Having no other choice, he married his daughter Satyavati to sage Rishigar. Satyavati and Rishigar lived happily as husband and wife. One day, sage Rishigar said to Satyavati, I love you deeply. Ask me for any boon you desire. Satyavati felt very happy but asked for some time to decide. She went to her mother's house and told her mother about the boon. Her mother became excited and said, You are my only child and the princess of this kingdom. But the kingdom needs a male child. I want a son. Ask your husband for a son for yourself and for us. Hearing this, Satyavati felt this was reasonable and agreed. She returned to sage Rishigar and said, I want a son for myself and my parents also want a son. The sage smiled, meditated for some time and gave her 2 sacred offerings. One is for you and the other is for your mother. After bathing tomorrow, you should go around the fig tree and your mother should go around the peepal tree. Satyavati took the offerings and went to her mother. Later, her mother said, Do not feel hurt. The offering meant for you must be more powerful. So give it to me and you take mine. We will also exchange the trees. Though hesitant, Satyavati agreed. Both consumed the exchanged offerings and followed the altered rituals. Soon, both Satyavati and her mother became pregnant. Sage Rishigar realized something had gone wrong through his spiritual vision. He said, You have made a serious mistake. I had arranged the offerings so that your child would be a Brahmin and your parents' child would be a Kshatriya. Because you exchanged them, your parents' child will have a Brahmin qualities and live a life of penance, while your child will be fierce and warlike. Satyavati was terrified and begged forgiveness. Moved by her tears, the sage said, There is only one solution. Your son will be a Brahmin, but your parents' son, though born as Kshatriya, will later become a Brahmin. As foretold, Satyavati gave birth to sage Jamatgani. Her parents had a son named Kaushiga. Kaushiga ruled his kingdom well, but soon famine struck. While traveling through the forest with his army, he reached sage Vasishta's ashram. Vasishta wished to host them with feast. Though Kaushika hesitated, Vasishta insisted and soon served a grand meal using the divine cow named Nandini. Amazed, Kaushika asked for the cow, believing it would save his kingdom. Vasishta refused, saying the cow did not wish to go with him. Enraged, Kaushika ordered his soldiers to seize the cow. Seeing this, Vasishta cursed the soldiers and they were instantly turned to ashes. Kaushika realized the power of penance and asked how this was possible. Vasishta explained that he is a Brahma Rishi and his words never failed. Inspired, Kaushika vowed to become a Brahma Rishi himself. Leaving his kingdom, he undertook severe penance. Brahma granted him the titles Raja Rishi and Maharishi, and eventually he became sage Vishwamitra. Though fate was altered by human desire, destiny fulfilled itself in its own way. What challenges did Vishwamitra face to finally earn the title of Brahma Rishi from Vasishta himself? That interesting story will be told in the next video. If you enjoy mythological stories, this channel is for you. With this, today's story ends. Shall we meet again with another story? Thank you.